Sports Stars Magazine here, Lucky Fasavalu, Sierra Canyon, just continuing the momentum. It's been quite a remarkable 10 days. Obviously, very hard fought, physically, mentally, emotionally. Obviously, especially for you, probably a little bit more physical than you would have liked tonight. But just, I really feel like serve receive was, the deciding factor. I mean, you, KK, and Eva all had runs of at least 3 aces in a row, if not more. You had a match high 6. The team had around 15 overall. Just how impactful was that, and the fact that you especially in the first 2 sets and the latter part of the fourth, you really never seemed to allow them to get into a rhythm?
Yeah, our strategy was literally like, we talk about it at practice, as long as each server gets three serves, it doesn't have to be aces, just being able to keep that run, I think mathematically we'll always win. And then I think our strategy was just to keep on serving tough and just keep on being consistent and just going after the zones and just really working on that. I think we did a really good job in just being consistent and just challenging the other side, because today was definitely a serve and pass game, and I think we did really good on that, and I'm really proud of us.
I mean, you're one of the most remarkable servers, in the entire southern section, if not the state of California. But in a tournament setting, it's a lot different, right? Because it's you have to manage your body, and you have to manage those reps so much. So, did you feel like you had more spring in the legs today and more pop on the jump serve than you did in the in the semifinals on Saturday? Because I always have the blessing of hearing your mom, and she's encouraging you and giving you a lot of positivity and whatnot. But maybe it's just sometimes it's on a long Saturday when you're playing 4 matches, the body isn't going to respond. Tonight in a best of 5, you and the rest of the group had that pop. You felt. Did you feel dynamic out there?
Yes, I did feel really dynamic.
And in terms of, I mean, this team isn't going to lie down, especially on their home court. How important was it for you ladies? It's okay, they got the third, but it's we can't let them get any more momentum than that.
Yeah, I think right when we walked through those double doors, we were okay, just flush it. They had a huge crowd, how we did at our home game. I think that we did a really good job of just resetting and just collecting of the errors and what we had to do better, instead of just focusing on what they were doing, because it all starts with us and what we need to fix. So I think that we did a really good job in the serve and pass area and just keeping our composure and just not letting their energy and what they were saying get in our head.
This group lets their play do the talking, but it seems like tonight, I mean, not only 2 out of 3 against them now this season, but crucially, both matches in the Mission League. Obviously, there's the ratings, and people have their input and whatnot. But it seemed like this team really took a huge step, not just in terms of clinching the Mission League title, but saying we're the #1 seed in the postseason. Obviously, the one aspect is that you in Modern Day have them as a common opponent, but you haven't played each other.
Yes.
But I mean, do you feel like at the bare minimum, this secures a top 2 seed in every match at home in the playoffs?
Yes, I do agree with that.
And you have shared with me, McKenna, Kendall, Hannah, that this group can still find higher levels. But in the first 2 sets tonight, do you feel like there were glimpses of the fact that this group is still trending upward? Just in terms of the fact you're still finding a higher level of play?
Yeah, I think that even though we're so young and that we're so good, that we're still learning, and I'm just so excited to see where we're gonna go in the future. I think that we're just gonna keep on grinding and just keep on making each other better at practice and at games, and just continue to challenge ourselves and others.
Awesome. Lucky, congratulations, well done.
Thank you.